people of the internet, I greet you. Yes, it's me. A lot of you may already know my face, but I know a lot of you don't. So, yes, this is Adrian von Ziegler. Yeah, I want to make this video to thank you for an incredible number, which is 100,000 subscribers. First of all, before I go anywhere from this, I'm walking through the forest right now, and I don't get to go outside a lot because, well, I think it's pretty obvious by looking at me that I'm a person that stays inside my four walls 99% of the time. So, yeah, if you think the way I talk is awkward, which it is, it has two reasons. First, I am terrible at talking in general, and I'm very nervous right now because of the sheer amount of people who will watch this. And second, I'm a little bit out of breath because I have a terrible condition. Oh, wow, my English sucks. I have a terrible you know what I mean. I tend to get out of breath very fast because I'm just not trained. There are some people around, I think. So yeah, I just want to say thank you so much. And let me stop here for a second. The reason why I make this video in particular the way I do it is because this number is so huge. 100,000 is a number that I would never have imagined to be possible, you know. And I know there are a lot of channels these days which have millions of subscribers, but for me 100,000 is an insane number. Because I never expected anything from YouTube, honestly. I never expected this to happen. And I remember back when I had like 100 or 1000 subscribers that the number 100,000 seemed to me like such a huge number that the people who have that amount of subscribers, they must be like completely different people than the normal ones, and that it becomes unpersonal, you know. The channel becomes less personal because they're on such a high level that the interaction with the other people is just limited, and that's exactly what I don't want. And I want to make it clear that people are coming. That this is not the case on my channel. Yeah, there are people coming. I feel a little bit embarrassed. Anyway, so I want to... Wait, they're too loud. I will continue this in a moment. Sorry. Okay, they're gone. I don't know, I feel uncomfortable. I feel very, very easily embarrassed. Seriously. It's another part of me that I think is important to know, because I want, I want to be personal with you. I don't want to be one of those channels where you feel like a barrier between the audience and the artist. I don't want that. I'm just like you. I'm probably a lot more awkward than most of you. Because, yeah, you can probably see it by the way I talk. I'm a very awkward person. And I am, honestly, this is another part. It's a little bit hard to talk about this, but I think it's important. because it's a big part of me, is that I am terrible at social interaction, which means simply talking to people. I have big problems with that, even though I love being in personal contact with people. I love it, and makes me feel a little bit sad that I am so terrible at it and that I feel so uncomfortable and so nervous, almost afraid. Um, yeah, I feel almost afraid to talk, which is probably the reason why I make music, because with music you can basically talk freely from your soul and you don't need words. You don't have to look at people, people don't have to look at you. You can just talk from your heart with sounds. Anyway, I don't have a script for this video. I guess it's pretty clear by the way I talk, because I talk complete random things without any order. So yeah, I'll sit down here for a moment. Anyway, I I really just want this to be a personal video. I know it sucks. I know it doesn't have music in it. I know it's not artistic in any way. It's not a fitting video, you know, I know that. But I I just felt like this is the thing that I wanted to do most. This is the thing that I want to show you the most, because this is me and this is the person you subscribed to. You know, this is the guy whose music you listen to. And that I'm just a normal guy. I am not special in any way. I'm serious. Not not in a single way. Um, Also, which is kinda nostalgic, this is exactly the same forest where my first interview was shot exactly 2 years ago. And it's right like 5 minutes away from where I live. And you know, also like, I noticed that some people think that I am rich or famous, but I can honestly tell you that I am neither of them. In fact, I still live in the same small apartment where I lived when I started on YouTube. My life changed in literally not a single way in the last 3 years since YouTube started for me. It didn't change in any way. I still make my music the exact same way, in my little room with my old keyboard from 1991 and my computer and my guitar that I have since I'm 16. Still exactly the same apartment. Um, I even look the same and act the same because I can't change my awkwardness. And yeah, and as far as fame goes, I am not famous in any way. Seriously, if like people who watch this in a different country think that I am like people know me in Switzerland, you are so mistaken. Um, in my village where I live, not a single person knows me. Not a single person knows my name. Nobody knows me. I am I have the exact same amount of fame where I live as you do where you live. Nobody knows me. Okay, that's not fair. I don't know who watches this. Maybe you are more famous than I am. Of course, that's possible. But, you know, I'm just trying to say, like, the that we are probably in so many ways the same that it would surprise you. And yeah, so I just basically want to keep it personal. The channel, I want to keep the channel personal, and I want to stay in direct contact in some ways, you know. Of course, you know, and that's another thing that makes me sad, because the number grows, so I can't answer to everybody. I can't. I just, it goes beyond my capabilities of time management. But, and I'm really sorry if you wrote me something and I didn't reply. I'm very sorry. It's not because I don't want to. It's never. That's never the reason. Because I love to talk to you guys, to everybody. It's just that I can't. So I'm just trying to connect a little bit with you, I guess. I really don't know what to say else. There's just a small little thing, a random thing, which has to do with the charity. I said at the beginning that I will give the money to UNICEF, and yeah, that's, you know, that's true. I will. But I think I have to restate that statement a little bit, because it doesn't really matter to me if it's UNICEF or another organization, as long as the money gets to the kids, because that's what I want to do. I want to give my money to a charity organization that helps kids, and as long as that organization does that, I don't care what the name of the organization is. So it could be that my first donation doesn't go to UNICEF, but to another organization. All that matters is that my money really gets there, you know, that it doesn't get lost somewhere in the internal organization costs. Of course, they are necessary. I mean, you have to ship food to Africa and stuff, but that's not what I mean. I just mean that I will give my money to the most trustworthy organization that really gets the money where it's needed. So you may find another name on the donation receipt that I will show that is not UNICEF. But, you know, that's just a detail. And I think I'm a little bit lost here. Huh. I hope I will find my way back home. I guess if you see this video, I found my way back home. Unless you see this video in like 2 months. And no, let's not even think about that. Sorry. Yeah, there's not really much to say anymore, because pretty much everything I wanted to say has been said. I wanted to thank you, and I wanted to show you who I am, basically, to show you that the number will never matter on this channel, because I am still me. I'm always me. I am always the same awkward, nervous, weird person, thing, guy. I really don't know. I'm probably ruining my channel with this video, because you thought probably like, whoa, the guy who makes that music, he must be so cool, he must be so awesome. And then you see this weird person. But yeah, that's me. That's the guy who makes the music. So yeah. So I just want to thank you again, and to thank you for who you are, because honestly speaking, I never saw a community so much dedicated and so um, positive, open-minded as I saw it on my channel. I saw lots of channels, and lots of them have so many people who bitch around, who have a problem with each other, who start fights, who, you know, like just people who are mean to each other. And this community is so great, seriously, it's so great. I am so happy to have you. So, thank you, not for only for the subscribers, but also just for being there, whether you are subscribed or not, just for being there and to be part. That must have been the worst video ending in history. Oh god, I can't believe this. What did I want to say? To thank you for being part of this community, whether you are subscribed or not, yes. Wow, it really underlines my reputation of being the worst vlogger on the internet to have that kind of ending of a video. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you again. And I was in the middle of the forest and the video cuts off because the memory is full and I had to get home and I had to, you know, load it on the PC and yeah, anyway, just thank you and I will see you guys soon.